Hey there, and welcome back to Gaming Expeditions with the Board Game Sherpa, my new bonus series on my Board Game Sherpa channel, where I give short reviews of games I've played, usually over the last weekend with my wife for Board Game Saturday. These aren't full playthrough or how to play episodes, just enough for you to see if the game is right for you. Oh yeah, and sorry about my voice, it's just starting to come back after a cold last week. So with that out of the way, let's get on with the show. Heat, Pedal to the Metal is the latest game from Days of Wonder, which is one of my absolute favorite game publishers. In their heyday, before being assimilated into the Asmodee family, they would create one big game a year, but it would be an amazing game. Games like Ticket to Ride, Coliseum, Shadows of Camelot, Mystery of the Abbeys, Small World, and Memoir 44 have made it into my own collection of favorites. So when I saw Days of Wonder come out with Heat a few months ago, I just had to get it based on my history with them. Will it live up to my hopes and expectations? Let's find out. Heat is a 1 to 6 player game that is supposed to take about 60 minutes to play. I have played this game solo and with friends, and it's been pretty close to an hour each time. It's a little longer when looking up and explaining rules, but that's how it goes. When I bought my copy online, it was running out of stock, so it might be a little difficult to find in the short term, but it should get easier with time. According to the box, Heat is described like this. Based on simple and intuitive hand management, Heat, Pedal to the Metal, puts you in the driver's seats of intense car races. You are jockeying for position to cross the finish line first while managing your car speed if you don't want to overheat. Experience the thrill of a single race or use the championship system to play a whole season in one game night, customizing your car before each race to claim the top of the podium. I will say that if you're looking for an immersive racing game, Heat is a great choice. You really feel like you are controlling all aspects of your car in a race. There are so many options to personalize your race experience. You can play the base game with the standard cars, tracks, and weather, or you can get as tricked out as you want to be. You can play solo with the AI Legends, or you can play against your friends. Or you can race with your friends and the AI Legends. The basic flow around the game is 1. Shifting gears. You get to play as many speed cards as whatever gear you're in. First gear plays for 1 card, fourth gear plays 4. Lower gears make it easier to round tricky corners and help your car cool down after pushing your car to the limit, but higher gears make you go faster and farther, but put strain on your car. Number 2, determine what speed card you're playing. Everyone picks whatever cards they are playing and locks their moves in. Number 3, reveal and move. Starting with a player in the lead, each player shows their cards and moves forward the number of spaces on them. Number 4, adrenaline. If you are the last card to move each round, or the last 2 cards in a 5-player game, you can add 1 extra space as a burst of adrenaline. You also get an extra cooldown for your car. When you push your cards to the limits on corners or other moves, you get heat cards, which limit your future moves. Cooldowns allow you to remove these heat cards out of your hand so you can use them later. Number 5, react. Now you can activate those cooldowns and boosts you built up through adrenaline and lower shifted gears and remove the heat cards that are in your current hand. Number 6, slipstream. If you land next to or directly behind another car, you can use their momentum to move forward 2 spaces without affecting your speed through corners. Speaking of, number 7, check corners. If you go through one of the corners on your turn, you can't just blast through them at top speed. You need to hit them at or below their posted speed. If you go above the amount posted, you get 1 heat card for every 1 excess speed. If you don't have enough heat cards to cover it, you spin out and get stress cards as well as have to go back to attempt the corner again. Number 8, discard. You can remove any cards in your hand that you don't want other than stress or heat cards, which gives you more options to, number 9, replenish your current hand back up to 7 cards. Each player in turn repeats steps 3 to 9, and then the next round begins with the player in the lead going first. And it keeps going until all players cross the finish line. And that's the base game. There are advanced options as well. In addition to yourself and your friends, you can add in unnamed legend AI drivers, up to 6 cars on the track at once. And the AI cars are really easy to control. They are really great drivers, so it adds tension to the track. So don't lollygag around the track. If you're not moving fast and far each turn, you're losing. In garage mode, you can modify your cars with hand-pick upgrades to give you advantages in taking curves better, going faster, dealing with weather conditions, etc. Speaking of, you can randomize the weather and road conditions of the track to make it more challenging. You want snow? There's snow. There's also a tournament mode and a championship circuit where you can play entire historic racing seasons with specific weather, sponsorship, press, and you can save your games between sessions. There is a lot of stuff you can do in Heat, Pedal to the Metal, which isn't surprising in a Days of Wonder game. They really put a lot of thought into this. It's definitely worthy of the Days of Wonder brand, and I hope they continue doing games like this in the future. That may be a spoiler for my opinion of the game, but so what? I really do love Heat, Pedal to the Metal, and I think it's one of the better games of the year. It's a beautiful, immersive game that is easy to learn. I will say it was a little tricky reading the rules on the advanced modules, but once you figure it out by watching a solo play video or reading the Board Game Geek forums, it'll make complete sense. Bottom line, I would totally recommend it, as well as most of the Days of Wonder catalog. And that's my review. I hope you enjoyed the latest in my gaming expedition with the Board Game Sherpa series. Keep watching for future episodes. So please, subscribe to the channel and put a big thumbs up on the video if you liked it. And as always, if you agree or disagree, tell me so in the comments. Like I said, if you're respectful, I'll listen with an open mind. See you next episode.